This is really the fighter and the kid.
Come on, baby. Bulls, Texas.
There you go.
What's something about your neck?
I always get a tattoo.
UT.
Yeah. Well, not UT. Just I always get like all the tattoos represent crazy life moments.
Well, let's see it.
Movings. Well, I mean, I'll show you
It's
after the
just,
show.
it's just horns. It's just horns.
It's a
camera?
chin saw it. They saw it yesterday.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. Just
Now,
horns.
if only you would get one.
We haven't talked about a lot of stuff. When I bench my body weight, I'll get up to 225.
No, you won't. Not a chance.
Listen,
dude. After seeing that, who was it? Nick posted that
Yeah,
video?
look, I was fatigued.
Hold on, tell us what happened. So you started off with 135?
Yeah, just to get, warm up. I'd already worked out my chest.
Yeah.
So I was a
Hey,
little
save the excuses.
okay, I was
All
a
right,
little
keep
I was a
going.
little fatigued.
Yep. So you did 135.
Yeah, I've done
A
185
little bit struggle,
before.
and then you put
a little
on.
bit, no, I
yeah.
did 155, then I did 175, then I tried 185
Almost too many warm-ups.
probably. And I'd hit my chest like I had done.
Yeah, you keep saying that, but
I'd
let's
done
stick to
8
the.
sets
Yep,
of,
let's stick to
of
the.
2 different exercises. So he said you were fatigued. He said it. So because I've done 185 with no problem.
Did we have the video? Do we have the evidence of this? Is
Yeah.
it on Nick Simmons posted or you posted it?
He did.
Go to Nick's.
But I got up 175 and then
That's respectable.
well it's my body weight, but I don't think I'm gonna have any trouble with 200 if I'm fresh right now.
I beg to differ.
Yeah.
I think 200 should be the goal.
200 will be
There it is.
There it is.
Road to 225. Now,
see.
how much does Nick? You know I love you. How much does Nicky bench?
As much as he wants. He's a strong fire plug.
I know, but you're not around other comics right now. So when you tell me as much as he wants, that doesn't
Yeah.
float for me because I can bench more than him, right? So what does he bench? Right?
So he'll
because
do-
you've been in Austin hanging around the pussy.
Yeah.
And so now you're with a real guy, right?
Yeah.
So what's he fucking bench?
Our boy Rogan benched 225 13 times. Do you know that?
I believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking strong. He doesn't even practice bench.
Yeah.
He's strong.
Yeah, he's always worried about hurting his shoulders on
Yeah,
the
but
bench.
Jesus Christ, like that's pretty good
Rogan's
for a 57 year old
strong,
guy.
dude. Yeah.
Man. Yes.
And you know what's crazy? He has long arms too.
He does. He's
Motherfucker
got
built
gorilla
like a
arms.
chimp.
Yeah.
Dude, when they do 100 men versus gorilla or Rogan, Rogan's built like a baby.
You are correct. He's a
gorilla.
simian. He's simian.
A hairless gorilla. Hold on, but you don't even, we know what Rogan looks like.
So
to
I would say
Nick.
that
Let me see
Nick
video.
probably can bench 225.
A 225 bench press.
Yeah. Look at the intensity in my eyes.
Also, I'm gonna have to close grip more than he bench presses.
Nick's also has a good body for a bench too because he's small
I
and
have what's
compact.
called a shit body. Like, look at that. Like, I'm not built for strength.
Okay.
Should I JM press or just regular close grip?
Just shut up, dude.
Homeboy's very strong. It's my shoulder, Bubba. That's 175. That's after
Ooh,
a
we're nowhere near 225, Bubba.
No, we're not anywhere near.
That's all right. That's not a big deal. You just gotta do it more.
Yeah.
And this
Here's
is 185.
185, yeah. And I was just too tired.
Okay, we got some work to do.
Got some work to do, right?
The crowd. Oh.
Look at him with 225. Just close grip.
I would assume can at least get
75.
I guarantee
20.
he can get
probably 20.
wait,
20, 25?
20. Probably.
25. Nah,
I would say 20. I don't know.
Natty?
on the mission, we're gonna get.
Yeah, I love Nick. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
strong
great.
for sure.
He's strong, yeah.
He probably weighs what, 190?
He's cut down to 195,
Okay.
you know. So
Yeah, he's strong.
A thick little guy. Thick.
You think you can do 225, Jen?
I told you. Yes.
I don't think so.
How many times? I don't know, but I can do it. I used to
how
do
much do you
So I would do 2 plates on each side when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Constantly.
You're
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah, but that was 30 years ago, Jen.
I'm just saying. Do I think I could do at least 1 rep? Yeah.
When's the last
Just
time
be
you've done
careful
though?
about it, though. when
No,
you
no,
go
don't
over.
listen to that.
Let's do it somewhere.
But when's the last time you actually did bench?
I haven't done bench in forever.
How long?
I do incline benches on a thing with dumbbells. That's what I do.
Yeah.
So, and the max mine goes to is like 50. So I do 50 each side.
I'm curious to see. I'm going to start working on it. I got to buy. I'm buying a straight bar. Do you recommend that? That makes you strong? Flat
What?
bench?
Yeah, that's
Like
all
that?
I do. Yeah, I don't know.
Flat.
For
so
me,
what
it
do
works.
you do? Like that you're
Just bench.
sauced up.
Just bench and push-ups.
Are you kidding? And
That's
then what
it.
else do you do? You
And
do
deadlift
pull-ups?
and pull-ups.
That's it.
That's it.
That's your workout.
That's my workout.
Because there was a guy who was spent his whole life exercising, and he said you can do everything, kettlebells and everything else. He goes, The one thing that'll change your body more than anything is deadlift,
Yes.
bench press, and one other thing. I can't remember.
Isn't pull-ups and dips are supposed to be like the number one?
No, squat. I'm sorry. Squat, deadlift, and bench.
Squat's a
That's
little
what he said.
tough when you're over the age of 40
Gotta be careful,
with your
right?
back and stuff.
But he said as far as
deadlifts for
putting
sure.
on muscle and getting stronger,
Yes,
he said
deadlifts.
those 3 moves.
For sure, deadlifts.
And deadlifts are not bad for your hips and stuff like that, or you just got to be careful.
I mean, I don't know. I'm probably not the guy to talk to. I don't know.
Well, when you were training for a fight, though, you do more than that. That's not what you
No, I'm stronger now than I was when I was fighting.
Right, but when you're training for MMA, you're doing
more high reps.
Yeah.
Not
Why?
so much.
Why?
Because you want the endurance. You want the endurance for.
But
the
you
reps
also
and
do
the
strength training sometimes, right?
Yeah, but I wouldn't do like what I do now.
Right. They had you doing all kinds of movement
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
and,
yeah. Staying athletic.
You don't give a fuck about that.
Nah,
Nah,
I don't give a flying fuck.
You just want to be strong as shit.
That's it. I did deadlift and bench and pull-ups again today. I'm trying to look swole because I got suspended for my kid's game, so I got to watch.
Oh, we got to talk about that.
Yeah.
I didn't see you doing anything.
I didn't do anything.
I just saw you walk out.
Yeah, he was smaller, so I think maybe he's intimidated. That's it.
But what happened?
Tiger slid home clearly safe. Clear, it wasn't a force out, right? Because there, so Tiger was on third. Guy hit a ball to the outfield. Tiger came in from whatever was second base. They threw it into the second baseman. He went to throw it in to throw Tiger out, and the kid never tagged him. T was clearly safe, and I just went, "Come on," because he called him out.
And are you the coach?
Yeah, I'm the coach, and I went, "Come on, bud, that's a garbage call, man. He's so safe." And he went, "Oh, you made it personal. You're out." I went, "All right." I was so embarrassed. I was like, "Oh my god," because I'm like arguing with him, and then I can tell everyone's like
I can see
looking.
you being like, "Oh no."
I was like, "Oh no, I'm making it about me." No. And then T was fucking devastated because his dad got thrown out. It was a nightmare.
It's great.
And then I was like, "Whatever, I'll see you at the next game." Like, "Oh no, you won't. No, you won't. Yeah. If you do that, you're suspended for the next game."
Oh really?
Yeah.
So you can't go to the next game,
Yeah, his game's today. Playoffs. Could be his last game, and I'll miss it.
and you can't be there.
Can't be there.
As the coach.
As the coach, I think I can sit in the stands. I'm sitting in the stands regardless. Good luck kicking me out.
Give me a break. You didn't even say anything to get suspended for 2 games.
It's just the way umps goes.
Yeah.
2 games?
It's just the way it's just it happens to dads all the time with coach. All the time. This is nothing new. I can't believe it's new.
Imagine Draymond Green having a kid on that team. Like, he would never be allowed on the field. And you just say garbage call and you're out?
I'm the third coach he threw out that day.
The third
He's
coach.
like a little nerdy dude, so it's a power thing.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. All right. You won today.
Yeah.
Congrats. So we gotta go home.
Yeah.
It's also, it's a tough gig. I hate when
Right.
people say it's the toughest job in the world with judging
Yeah.
and all that shit. Shit happens. It's all good.
Yep.
But that's
I
I posted that deadlift video, and then I go, oh, and also Tiger was clearly safe. I did a free still of the kid not tagging Tiger and him touching the base.
Right.
That's why I did it.
I had an interesting dinner last night.
You were in Austin?
I was in Austin. Jimmy Carr, great guy. I'd met him once at the Comedy Store.
I did 2 sets with him at the Comedy
Such a
Store
good
before.
guy.
And remember, he's English, so my family loves him.
He's such a good guy.
I took a picture with him. He's really one of the only comics I have to take a picture
He's
with.
so funny. He's just funny as shit.
He's
and
so good.
he's great
And
as
he's
a
always
comic.
in a suit and tie. Always.
Yep.
I've never seen him not in a suit
Loves
and
to
tie.
watch comedy. I had a set. He watched, everybody. And then I
hope
brought
Rogan has
Rogan
him
up.
on.
I brought Rogan up at the mothership,
Oh,
which was
love it.
really cool. It's like kind of cool. And then I'd met Craig Jones.
Great guy. Smart
Smart and very funny.
Could easily, just talk for athletes being comics. You could probably do it.
100. I told him that. He's hilarious, showing me videos and stuff. I remember I had Gordon Ryan came to my stand up and Nicky Rod did. I don't know about this feud shit.
That'd be
I do
like
not-
having Drake and Kendrick Lamar.
I don't follow this stuff. So I get
And
so
nor-
at one
nor
point
should
Nicky,
you- nor should you.
Right. The guys who
Nicky
are
Rod.
bouncers, they kept them in 2 separate
so
areas.
I think Nicky and Craig are okay, but then Gordon and Craig are
I didn't
like
know
Drake and
I didn't
Kendrick.
yeah, I didn't
They
know
hate each
that
other.
was a real thing.
They hate each other.
Like I even said to Gordon, I was like, "Is this a real? Are you guys actually
Hate each other.
Yeah, and so I'm like sitting there, and I'm with Craig, and there was a whole, it was interesting. I was just like, I need to be very careful here,
Or not.
Why? Just like be friends
Why?
with everybody.
Yeah, why?
I'm not involved.
No,
in
you're
this stuff.
Switzerland.
Yeah, I'm
you're
not
the
interested.
French. You're a
I
giant
don't, but there's a
pussy.
lot of stuff. There's a lot of drama with these two teams.
But it
I
has
guess.
nothing to do with you.
Exactly.
You're just there performing.
Yeah,
Craig likes stand up. Gordon likes stand up.
Yeah, I
Whoever
like.
comes, come
I like
get it.
Gordon. I like Craig.
Yeah, they're both great.
Yeah, yeah, and I especially like.
I don't think anyone's drag you into the drama either. I
hope
think
not.
you're overthinking.
Yeah, yeah. I don't. I was like,
Let's take a little break, B.
All right, listen. Delete Me. I want to talk to you about Delete Me. Delete Me makes it easy, quick, and safe to remove your personal data online at a time when surveillance and data breaches are common enough to make everyone vulnerable.
Dude,
and that's
it's
a fact.
easier than ever to find personal info about people online. Your address, phone number, family members, just hanging out on the internet can actually have real
Well,
consequences.
there are a lot of people out there, bad people, who will find data and use it to target political rivals, civil servants, even outspoken citizens posting their opinions online. So with Delete Me, you can protect your personal privacy or the privacy of your business from doxing
Yeah, I've
attacks.
used it. I can have my Texas address all about there.
All that stuff. Take control of your data. Keep your private life private by signing up for Delete Me now at a special discount for our listeners. Get 20% off your Delete Me plan by texting FIGHTER to 64,000. 64000. The only way to get 20% off is to text FIGHTER to 64,000. That's FIGHTER to 64000. Message and data rates may apply. I don't want to deal with that. Don't.
No, Rogan's close to Gordon. He's cool with Craig too. He's had Craig on and he's had Gordon on.
Yeah.
Those guys know that. It's not like you're picking sides. You're not involved with the beef.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with that because Gordon. I think Gordon is such a special
They
creature.
both are.
Yes,
They
but
both
Gordon's the best ever. Like it's just a different fucking
Craig's
thing in terms.
fucking good too,
He's
Bubba.
very
Don't
good.
get
He's just
twisted.
a color. He's such a personality too.
An entrepreneur, like
Yeah,
the
hilarious.
CGI is insane. Insane what he's doing.
Yeah, smart as shit. Hilarious. Hilarious. I loved him.
You don't need to pick a side.
No, I'm not. I would never. It's okay to like everybody. Nicky
I'm
Rod.
definitely
I like all
closer
those
with
guys.
Gordon,
Yeah.
but I just got
I don't
had the
mind-
opportunity with
yeah.
Craig. Gordon's my guy.
Yeah.
But I love Craig too. He's a brilliant dude.
Yeah. Yeah. But that whole jiu-jitsu world is serious shit, which I was like, whoa, okay. It's a sport.
Doing
but-
a lot of alpha males that are black belts at a high level. Yeah, dude.
Yeah. A lot of, and I guess they're competing all the time, and it's like, and then to stay relevant,
And there's also
everybody's talking trash.
There's also not a ton of money in it. So if you're a top dog, you gotta be an
I see.
outlier.
right?
You know?
And
That's
there's a
your
lot of
livelihood.
trash talk.
Oh yeah.
Is Gordon? But Gordon, I don't know if Gordon is he gonna. I think he's got other aspirations.
Yeah, political aspirations. Then he's opened a school in North Austin.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I think was it King's Jiu Jitsu or something like that?
Yeah.
It's dope.
I'm sure, man. I'm sure.
And Craig has
if he's
CGI.
teaching, can you imagine?
Who else was there?
Lex Friedman was there. Hodger Gracie was there. I met them in the green room.
And you've never met Hodger before?
never met Hodger.
Brilliant
Great guy.
dude. Great guy.
Big boy.
Huge.
Every bit of
6'5",
6'5", maybe even 6'6".
Could be 6'6" with
wide.
shoes. Is he wider now?
He's a big boy.
He has big. He always had big shoulders, but he's thin.
Not a weightlifter. But it looks like, but just a big
Built for
guy.
it. No, he's like
Spent his
looks like
time-
an avatar.
Yeah, and he looked like I'd have some trouble passing his guard. You know?
Yeah, you'd have Kingsway Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah,
Kingsway.
you would have a real problem passing Hodger.
I'd have some trouble passing
Hodger
his
came
guard.
to train with us in Denver for when he first got to the UFC.
How was that? How was rolling with that guy?
Complete nightmare.
Yeah,
Nightmare.
I mean a nightmare.
In a gi, he's probably the best. He's the GOAT. In a gi. No gi is Gordon. In a gi, it's Hodger.
Okay, great guy, just a really cool guy. And Lex was there.
Did you talk to him at all?
Yeah, I
He's
was with,
brilliant.
I was
He's
there.
very smart.
Yeah, I didn't
Very
get a
smart.
chance to really spend time with him, but just a really cool guy.
No,
And
Hodger's
has
awesome.
spent some time choking people out, I guess. Is that Kevin Randleman?
Yeah.
Jesus, look at that shit. Fuck. Yeah, you're gonna have your hands full. That must have been
If you
fun.
go to the
How
ground.
is he so tall? Henner, Huron, are they all part of the same blood lineage or something?
Well, they're Gracies, but you know this, bud. You've been around the game too long.
But
Think how many Gracies there are.
Yeah. But-
So he's on the Henzo side. He's not on the Horian side.
Okay. What does that mean? Cousins.
It's too much to get into, bud.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, who's the tall one there in this fucking thing? Is this? So Henner and Huron their father was the guy who started the UFC,
Horian.
Horian, and he's just on the other side of
And
that.
Horian's brother Henzo is on the other side.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, man.
Caesar Gracie. There's all that.
Got it. Yep.
Yeah, that's a rabbit hole to go down for sure.
Pretty cool.
So you hung out with all the boys, huh?
Hung out with all the boys. And it was a good time. It was a really good time. That's the cool thing about Austin is you're in the mix, right? You're just in the mix. There's just always something going on.
Yeah, join us there now with Baby Billy. Baby Billy's in the house for the first time.
Really?
Chilling. Yeah.
I keep forgetting about Baby Billy.
Oh, yeah. She's chilling.
And she's how old
She's
now?
a little Southern Belle. She turned 1 November.
Is she walking yet?
No. Crawling, scooting around everywhere. Her little fat ass isn't. She's a Texas baby now.
Hey.
Yeah. Well, they are fat at one. They should be fat.
She's chubby.
She's
you want
chunky.
she's chunky. You don't want a skinny baby. That's
No, you want a chubby chub.
She looks just like Boston to me.
Yeah, she looks very similar.
Yeah.
And then we're living out of Airbnb because Tiger's fucking playoffs.
Oh fuck.
Because until that stops,
right.
because we have to get out of the house. So until
Yeah.
the playoffs stop
One of the playoffs. Go tell them. So we're gonna be dark next year.
next week.
Next week.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
next week.
Here we go. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
for you to get-
regardless, Tigers baseball, if he wins the championship or not, will end on the 30th. Regardless, can't go past the 30th. And they want to suspend me for a game, and I'm in the Airbnb. Fuck you.
Drives you nuts.
Insane.
All your cars out there?
Not yet. They pick them up Monday.
All
Pick
right.
them up Monday, pal.
All right. Okay. I buzzed Rogan's house yesterday, and I fly around in a helicopter now.
Oh God.
Yeah. And I go, where's Rogan's house? And so we buzzed his house, and I go, I'm over your house. He goes, I hear you. And he comes out, and he's like, it was so
That's cool.
So fucking cool.
You actually rode the helicopter?
What's that?
You actually did the helicopter.
Yeah, that my buddy picks me up. My buddy
That is-
Shane picks me up.
I thought you just said
from
you would
my
never
house,
do it.
From my house and takes me to boxing and then drops me off.
Is that necessary?
It's the biggest flex of all time.
Yeah.
But
it
is it necessary?
So it takes me 22 minutes
one's
to
in.
drive, and it takes me 2.5 minutes to get there
I
by
don't
helicopter.
think you could do that in L.A.
Probably.
Nowhere to
Actually, you
land.
can.
No way.
Yeah, you need a place to land.
Not a chance.
Yeah.
Like West Hollywood and out
No,
here.
you got to push yourself, though. You know what I'm saying? Texas, though,
Yeah,
you just find a little-
Were you scared at all?
Not a good idea.
I'm always in that helicopter.
Bro, you scared inside when you're.
No, I love it.
Oh my God.
I get scared when I try to fly it because it's so sensitive.
Stop.
You shouldn't be
Enough.
flying. You shouldn't be
know.
flying.
Oh my
It's
God.
super
If your
sensitive.
friend lets you fly, he's not your
Well,
friend.
he's there at
He's
the-
not your
he's at
friend.
the thing.
Yeah, no, that's not your friend. If
He's
he's
at
letting you
the thing.
fly.
Very careful.
He's not letting you fly.
But no, you don't want to fuck around.
No, I'd be anxious the entire time.
Yeah, but not when you're in it. You're just literally just go dot dot. It's great. You get anywhere so fast.
I'd rather drive.
You fly over everything. Once you do it, it starts getting addictive. It's worth it. It's worth all the. It's just so fucking fun.
Did he explain to you if something
Oh
emergency
yeah,
happened?
yeah. He's been flying forever, and if you actually look at why people crash,
We've already been over this.
Yeah, we did.
We've did twice. Yeah,
It's-
the
it's-
statistics
it is
are
what it is.
terrible.
yeah, but no, not when you're just flying from A to B. They're not.
No,
It's
that's
all
what they all
contextual.
say.
You ever hear the expression, there are lies, damn lies, and statistics? There, I said
You
it.
ever heard the expression, I can look up anything on the internet to prove my point?
That's true, too.
The
right?
statistics are not with you on this in any facet, B.
Oh, come on, buddy.
But as long as you like it, it'd be a good way to go. Be a good
Not
way to go.
really. Not really.
Well, it's more exciting than if you got in a car wreck because that's not even making the news.
Yeah.
Helicopter, you at least make the news.
Yeah, make the news.
I mean, sure, your fucking body's gonna fly through your skin, but
Yeah, that'd be. Yeah,
it's gonna hurt.
Fall straight
But it's a
up.
good way to go.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty cool.
And then, are you going out next week, Chin? What's your schedule? We haven't even talked about it.
Talk to Alexa. It's gonna be me and Case just to make sure we set up everything. So everything's good to go for an actual week of recording.
I
Shop,
finally
show,
got
and
pictures of the
everything.
studio today.
But yeah, next week the Thursday, Friday, and then I'm not sure how long we're staying there for the first week, but at least Case.
Because you don't have a place
I
yet?
don't have a place yet. Still working on that, but I do have family there. So worst case, I can figure it out. What, Brian?
Why are you smiling?
I don't know. I was just thinking about
They
helicopter.
have to be done in 5 days. Look. He goes, don't worry, we'll get there.
It's just bare bones.
Uh-oh.
People will understand. I mean, we barely are just moving there. It's like
It's great.
fuck.
It's part of the journey.
Yeah.
Even the permit stuff, like it doesn't.
It'll be
oh,
super
man.
echoey. Don't mind the echo.
Oh, it's
everybody.
gonna be echoey as hell for the first. Yeah.
We'll get it right, though.
Yeah.
We always do.
Yeah.
Wait, Brent, are you completely moved out of your actual house and so you're saying so everything's done, everything's gone? Damn, that's good. That's really good.
Yeah,
And
everything's
Bryan-
boarded up.
And Bryan,
Keep finding scorpions and centipedes in the new house though, which ain't good for a baby crawling on the ground.
we're heading there in one of the hottest times ever too. It's going to be awesome.
It's fucking hot here though. It's been hotter here
But I
in
mean-
Texas.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
It's been toasty.
good times.
Yeah, it's fine. Texas is hot. I'm not gonna lie.
That's why there's AC though.
I took a meeting outside. I thought it'd be because my kids were making noise, and I was like, "Oof."
Just sit down.
Okay.
See, I like it hot. That doesn't bother me. Cold. I can't do cold.
Cold, you can do something though. You can put blankets on, coats.
You haven't.
know?
You didn't grow up in the cold, Jen.
Fuck
It's
the
terrible. You
cold,
can't do
dude.
shit.
I grew up in the heat, Texas. So
Yeah.
that's why we're both like opposite sides.
Cold's miserable.
Yeah.
You think you like it. Oh, it looks pretty in pictures. All right,
My
bitch.
wife's that way. My ex-wife is that way. My ex-wife grew up in Denver, and she's like, "I don't want to live anywhere near the snow."
Never.
Yeah, it's just a lot, and places like Boston are even worse. It's so cold.
Do you prefer cold or hot? Sanaz?
Oh, I'd rather it be warm. 100%.
Everybody
So
would
hot.
rather be warm.
No, not me. I
No,
told you.
100%.
Yeah, if one more person
live-
warns me about Texas heat, I'm gonna fucking punch you in the face.
Yeah.
Bitch, I live in Woodland Hills. It was 110 the other day. And it will be that way for the rest of the fucking summer.
That's right.
At least.
That's right.
At least.
And you're burning hot. You're probably running hot.
I'm all right
What
now.
with all the brown and muscle? Your skin's all brown, and you're all big. You're big. You're so big.
I feel like you're nicer to me when I'm all big.
Well, you're a
kinda
little.
gay.
You're obscenely large, and I need to get on something. What about this fucking? Hey, what about this peptide that grows hair?
What?
What?
There's a peptide that grows hair.
About time.
Have you looked at this? And it's like for real. Peptides also promote hair growth and improve hair growth.
Well, let me look at
Copper
the news.
peptides, collagen peptides, and there are some. We'll see that UCLA research. They're growing hair. It's like a real thing.
How's Trump or LeBron not got on this? That's what scares me for you. Those guys have so much more money than
Yeah.
us. And if they're not on it, you're still fucked. Until someone super famous does it.
Right.
You
Well,
know?
no, there's something coming down the pike. There are two things that I'm excited about. One is myostatin inhibitors. They're in almost stage 3 of the trials, which is, these are where your body just puts on muscle. You know those Belgian blue, those cattles
Yeah.
that are really muscular? They have them for humans now.
Do you think you'll be alive by the time it comes to the market?
That's a good question, Brendan. But it could be in the next 5 years.
Oh, I hope so. For everyone's sake.
Yeah.
Because then everyone's going to be muscular.
Yeah, our class, I mean, look at that.
Oh.
God damn.
Look at those kids. Those are kids, man. Fucking crazy. Our class of drugs or therapy is designed to block the action of myostatin and protein early muscle growth and development. Wow.
Is there any side effects?
No, they're way safer than steroids. Way safer. It's like it's
You're
so
throwing
it's,
a lot
it's
of bro science out right now, dude.
yeah, but there's a
Brittle
there's-
tendons, decreased muscle strength, and even accelerated muscle degeneration in certain conditions. Increased risk of muscle injury. Well, that can happen with steroids. So if the muscle grows too fast,
Yeah.
then the tendons can't support it.
Yes.
It's
So
like
these
throwing
are
a supercharger on and you don't have
the
the proper
Chassis.
pistons and all that shit. Then shit starts to break.
Yeah, no, they're basically addressing all these things. So it's not just a myostatin.
That
it's a
doesn't
type
scare me
of-
away.
Yeah.
I would take it.
It's a type of thing that's going to grow muscle safely and with almost no side effects. Yeah.
That'd be wild.
Yeah. I'm going to be scary jacked.
That'd be so cool.
I'll look like a chimp.
That'd be so cool.
Yep. So I'll be a smaller guy who's really muscular to look great.
As long as it doesn't make you all red.
That's the problem.
I don't know if it will though. Guys that aren't
Yeah.
too much running gear.
I
they
just
get
feel
all
like
red.
a lot of this is like I could put on muscle, but a lot of it's genetic, dude. It's like,
Well, not if you get on that shit. That
Yeah.
beats genetics.
but then I look like a skinny guy who's muscular. Like sometimes I see those guys.
It depends. If it's a peptide and it does it like over time, like
Yeah.
you like if you put on 10 pounds
looks
of
good.
lean
That looks
muscle,
good.
you'd look great.
That looks great. Yes, 100%. All right, dude. I don't want to see me.
I
shred
want
this,
to.
all
Though
right?
there's one that looked insane. This one when you were in Rogan's studio. That's awesome.
I mean,
For your age, it's greater.
Pretty skinny, but all right.
You think that's skinny?
I don't know. I'm all right.
All right, man.
Listen, I'm pretty good.
You had 10 pounds of that, though, of lean
Not
muscle?
bad. Not bad, right? Yeah. That would be nice.
Are you seriously going to go through with the hair thing or no?
No, he's
Well,
not.
no. So
The
go.
answer's
So
no.
go. No, there's a new therapy. Go
Peptides.
UCLA
He brought it up.
hair. No, this is not just peptides. It's a new thing
still on
that
trial.
grows. So it grows. It grows. Not transplant, Finn.
No,
Chin.
hair.
It's a new thing that basically revives dead hair follicles.
Shit, Chin might want to jump on board, too.
I do. I need
Just
to.
thin him from here,
Oh
dog.
Christ,
Yeah, I
Chin,
can
you
see
have
it from
so
here.
much hair.
No.
No,
Mine's
thin.
all. Mine's all
UCLA hair
fake.
growth. Go to that. You're taking a lot of time here.
We need
You
to
say
take
have
some
made
time.
significant
Discover a
strides in
small
understanding and
molecule.
treating hair loss, particularly through the discovery of a small molecule P405. This molecule was applied topically, can stimulate hair follicle stem cells to
Dude,
wake
you know
up.
how
and
much
restart
money
them.
you'd make if you came out and had the trademark to this peptide? If it increased hair growth, you know how many dudes struggle with?
Oh, dude, look at this.
Everyone does.
Early human trials have shown promising results with the potential for full terminal hair regrowth rather than just peach fuzz. Wow. I'm so pumped. This will be ready.
Yeah, keep me posted in 10 to 20 years. Takes forever,
Right?
dude.
Right?
But it'll get to the black market where you don't have to do all the trials. That's what you need to do.
Yeah. I'm going to look so good. God, I'm going to be good looking. When I'm 65,
Yeah. Would you take it, Chin?
Yeah, of course.
Hell yeah.
Hair's like, dude, it sucks, man. But hair is like a huge thing.
Yeah, hair fuck you up if you
Yeah.
have no choice.
It sucks.
yeah, we'll see.
My mom always tells me I'm gonna lose my hair eventually because I wear hats too much.
You have such thick hair, you don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
My mom tells me, "Oh my God, no, you have to keep your hair because if you don't, it's gonna be so terrible."
Yeah, your
Oh
mom's
my
right.
God, I'm
Your
like,
mom's
Mom,
right. Your mom's right.
I know, but they're just too honest.
Your hair is.
It's like just too. There's too much there.
I saw a guy at the airport. I saw a guy at the airport today. We were in the security line, and he was wearing. I look over, and he's got this long, thick black hair. I mean, the most beautiful. He had to have been Native
American,
Had
yeah.
to have
They
been.
usually have that straight black
And
hair.
he was a good-looking son of a bitch with like perfectly brown skin. And I look at him, he's wearing just a tank top, a wife beater, but a maroon wife beater.
jeans.
Yeah, with a fucking necklace. And I'm like, and his body. I went, that guy's built like a. So I'm gaying out, and then I get up close to him, and he's fucking tall and big. And I'm like, this guy's got it. This guy was striking. He looked like a Native American warrior with tattoos and perfect proportions with that hair.
Was he Native American or not, man?
I don't know, but I was staring
Oh,
at
you
him
didn't
for
ask-
way
you didn't
too
ta- you didn't
long
talk to
in the
him?
Austin airport.
You just sucked him off?
I wanted to come up with an excuse to talk to him and say something like, "Hey, are you a model? Because I have something I'm shooting." The way creepy photographers do.
gay.
Right. But I didn't. I was already gay enough, and I didn't want to be too gay. I was just what I do when I see that is I go, "Why can't I want to look like that? Like that, but thicker." That's exactly what he looked like, but way more.
Little Richard Ramirez vibe.
Yeah, but you know. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. I think it was that guy right there. See that guy right there?
This one.
No. Go back.
guy's huge.
Go back. I'll tell you who it was. See that guy in the middle right there? See the guy with his shirt off? No. Go down. Right.
This one.
Yeah, right there. Go there. That's basically who he was. Literally who he was. But 6'2", and that's fucking. I think it was White Wolf. Like, you know. And now I'm
You're
sorry,
into guys, huh?
No, I'm not. I was just looking at
You
him.
are though. 'cause-
No, hold on.
Oh god, his tattoos are so weak.
Yeah, but
And they're like right there.
but that may as well be a guy. Girls like that guy. That's all I'm trying to
I
say.
don't
No.
think
no, we
guy.
don't.
He likes guys and guys like him.
Oh, I don't know. I'm I'm a straight guy, so I don't really look at that. But you know what I'm saying. Large Native Americans in Eugene, Oregon. Tall, big Native Americans. I don't know what they're doing, but
There you go, Brian.
that was him. That was him
in the
and
airport.
He was dressed in that outfit.
Flying Southwest.
There it is. That was him. That was that.
Boarding
That's-
Group C.
Yeah, he was boarding. He was boarding Group C, and he was in that outfit. And yes,
That'll bum you out, man.
that'll bum me out.
All right, what do you got, Chin?
Already? All right. Here's another one though.
Hey man, you are into this too, huh? You and
No,
I.
he's not.
I'm straight as long as the guy's not Native American. That would be gay as shit.
I love bringing this up to you though.
You know what's weird is name the best Native American in professional sports. Go.
Jim Thorpe.
Jim Thorpe.
Johnny Unitas.
Johnny Unitas.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, part of it's probably.
Christ.
There was when the Nuggets had a guy a long time ago. But that's how you know when you go, the Nuggets had a guy a long time
Yeah.
ago. Hey, type in Native Americans in professional sports.
Now, if you,
What were you gonna say?
I probably there's not a lot of support for it on the
Yeah,
reservations.
whatever.
You're right. Jim Thorpe is the first one that pops
Yeah.
up.
There you go.
Yeah, not a lot. And by the way,
Is there more?
Not to be a dick,
There has to be more.
but not to be a dick. Whenever you see like a Native American, they also have a lot of other. It's not like they're 100%. Like Tyler Bray is a white guy, so if you're gonna tell me he's, all due respect, like if he said I'm Native American, I'd be like,
No,
okay.
I remember the Nuggets had a guy.
The Nuggets.
Yeah, Denver Nuggets Native American basketball player. Type that in for me. Tiger had a field trip where they went and saw Native Americans, and Tiger was talking about how peaceful they were. I had to put the little dude on game. Went, excuse me? So your teachers never referenced how brutal they were to each other? He's like, no, buddy. Let's go home and show you some videos.
Yeah.
Because they host a
They were
thing.
human beings. They were brutal, just like other human beings.
Yeah, everyone was back then.
Yeah.
There wasn't a guy on the fucking Nuggets who's Native American? A Splash? Maybe I'm confusing with Mexican.
I get a kick out of when people like,
Aaron Gordon.
No, dude, that kid's white and black.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't give me, I'm 1%. Get the fuck out of my face.
yeah.
Holy shit, there's not one. All right. They got a lot of alcoholism.
Oh, yeah, big
this
time.
is interesting. I want to get into some current events.
What happened? Our boy got arrested?
Well,
that's what they saw
we
first.
can start that one. So the headline says Antonio Brown was arrested, but he wasn't.
Oh, no.
He wasn't. He was detained by
No,
police.
do you know what happened here?
No.
So he went to Aiden Ross's boxing promotion event in Florida. These guys tried stealing all his jewelry. They jumped him like 4 guys, and he pulled out a gun.
He pulled out.
He pulled a gun and shot some shots.
Okay.
But no, this is a weak ass headline. Yeah, he's fine.
I want to take a little break because I want to talk about keeping your house safe.
Bro,
I'm talking
home
about
invasions are popping around these
Yep.
days.
How about
especially LA?
keeping your outside of your house safe with Active Guard outdoor protection?
Are you talking
all
about
right?
Simply Safe?
Oh yeah, I'm talking about AI-powered cameras backed by live
Yes.
professional monitoring agents. Monitor your property and detect suspicious activity. If someone's lurking around or acting suspiciously,
Dude,
those
no
agents-
long-term contracts or cancellation fees.
Yep.
All right, starts at $1 a day. More than 4 million Americans trust and use Simply Safe. 60-day satisfaction guarantee or your money back.
Look, it was named the best home security system in 2025 by CNET and the best home security system by U.S. News and World Report 5 years in a row. You've got live agents who are monitoring everything at all times.
Dude,
It's
ranked number one in customer service
Yes.
as well. All right.
Yes.
So you can get 50% off your new Simply Safe system with professional monitoring and your first month free at simplysafe.com/fighter. That's
Wait, did
Simply
you say
Safe.
50% off?
Yeah, bud.
Whoa.
Simplysafe.com/fighter. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
This is them jumping on him?
Yeah, you'll see more in the
They're
second
doing
video.
it in public like this.
Yes, right here after the event. And no one does anything. They
Who
just
are
get their
these
phones
dumb
out.
Fucking
Just some goons.
goons.
That's him chasing him. Then you hear the gun here.
Oh,
See?
oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yo, what the
Baby get the scrap, nigga. Oh shit, wait. What the fuck? That's security, baby. Shit. Oh, what the fuck, twin? Oh,
Did they hold on to the guys?
shit.
So they detained everyone, and then they eventually let AB go after the cops heard his side of the story.
Wait. What the fuck? That's security, baby.
Or he just kicked it there? What a mess.
So dumb.
Hey, don't let no one else in the gate.
That's a mess.
Yeah, AB needs to tighten up.
There's niggas out there.
But again, he just went to a boxing event and then they jumped him. Where he's from in Liberty, I mean, that's how it goes.
Yeah, it's called the dumbest fucking. People will jump you in front of everybody and still take your chains. Like it's just like, okay, what a disaster.
Next one. Well, guys, federal prosecutors just released the photos of what was inside Diddy's home.
Again, all this stuff. Like, let's go through it.
Let's go through it.
I'm still waiting for.
So we got a bunch of lube.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
But see how they like stage it. It's so funny. You're
There's
like, okay,
some drugs,
okay,
some guns, and some bondage stuff.
yeah.
Okay,
You
yeah,
watch the gallery.
he's a weirdo.
But just
I mean,
He's a
You
weirdo.
know.
But I still don't see now the guns and the bullets could get him some trouble. But again,
or he's allowed to have.
but
guns.
also you got to prove that they're registered in his name and he owns them, and that someone didn't put them there. There's a lot of shit
There's
there.
a
The
lot of
drugs, you got to
shit.
prove they're his. Are they in his name?
So he's got weed and some blow, okay, and some guns.
Again, okay, so maybe he goes away for 5 years for this.
Not even.
yeah.
That's not. That's
I-
not.
I'm
Again,
sti-
that's
Let
probably
her
not even
go.
against the
Let
law.
her
There's some. There's some
they're trying to
drugs.
defame him and do it. Listen, he's a terrible human
something you
being.
add on to
bad
your
guy.
But
rifle,
I'm just saying, as far as evidence goes, like I'm
is
sure
what I've been
I'm sure
saying.
the defense, like, okay, what do you got here?
but can you
now?
bring up-
Here's where
Yeah.
they got him, and here's where they get him, is on the sex trafficking, because, and now I can argue this too, but with the sex trafficking, so if you have a girl, a whore, a pro from New Jersey cross state lines into New York, that would be considered sex trafficking.
Actually, it's not.
It
So
is.
Can I tell you?
It
What
is.
the,
Go
can I
ahead.
tell you what the delineation is?
Yes.
So one of the things is, so I've been saying this forever. Bad guy. When I saw the casting thing, piece of shit.
Not
guy.
defending him.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
not defending
She's
him.
a-
I'm saying though.
She's guilty too of being.
Well,
a
if you
whore.
so a couple things. If you look at the text that she was sending him,
She was
you see
into
this?
it. Yeah, I know. She was
So-
like, I can't wait for the freak off tonight for you to
Holy
piss in my
shit.
mouth. Yeah, she's a freak.
Like it's so.
That's her
crazy.
right. There's nothing. I don't have an issue with that.
I don't either. But what I'm saying is that the defense and the jury will take that into account. So there are a couple things, but also sex trafficking is when you bring somebody across state lines for sex.
Yes.
There's something called the Mann Act, and the Mann Act is like prohibits that. It's kind of like the idea back in the day was to prevent sort of white slavery or whatever they call it.
Sure.
Really, sex trafficking has to
Against
to
their
involve
will,
against
right?
their will. Yeah. So you
So they can't prove if it's a
so
paid
sex trafficking would be this.
professional.
You'd say you.
so
I'm-
it's a paid professional. If I live in Florida, I hire a pro in California.
Yeah.
I buy her ticket. That's not sex trafficking.
It's not, because she's coming over and getting paid. But now here's where it's sex trafficking. I got there, I thought it was for another job, and then he took my passport and he made me whatever it is.
That's probably what they're trying to
If they
do.
can say that, then it's a sex trafficking case.
So that really they don't have that.
Right.
If he's like, yeah, there's a bunch of
I've been
pros
saying
here.
this from day one. I've been like, if we really look at what's going on here, if you like what these defense lawyers are going to
They're gonna
parse
eat this
shit out.
alive because we're dumb as rocks.
Yeah.
But when they're talking about sex trafficking, RICO Act, I'm like, I don't see it. The drugs, good luck proving that that's all his at a party.
But even the drugs are not going to put him away. Like that stuff's not.
It might put him, but they might be able to track it to him and say, well, we have text here, you ordering
They look for
10 pounds of
racketeering.
coke.
They're trying to get him on racketeering.
to put him away from. I know, and I'm not seeing any of this stuff. Now maybe
Like
there's
that's
more
all,
to it.
That's whatever that is.
The lube is again just to make a mockery of him. That's it.
That's right. That's right.
So, Brian,
Yeah.
in the U.S., the legal definition under federal law of sex trafficking is the recruitment, harboring, transportation, provision, or obtaining of a person for the purpose of a commercial sex act in which the act is induced by force, fraud, or coercion.
Yeah, to his point. So if they're under their will, or like, yeah, I'm down to suck your dick. You pay me $200. I live in fucking Milwaukee,
Which
You fly-
happens
and you-
constantly.
Excuse me. It's happening right now.
Yes, on Instagram.
or if the
It should
person's under
be legal. Let's be honest.
course
It
it
should
should.
be
Of
legal,
course it
but
should.
it's not. But
Right.
it's still you're not going to go to prison for that.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It is what it is, you know. But it used to be every town in this country had a whorehouse, and
Some would say the good days.
And, yep, and the whorehouse was always kind of a sort of a thing where it was like, as long as the girls weren't being coerced, you didn't want. They always would the madam or the owner of the whorehouse made sure that they didn't get
girls
that
were
too
okay.
pretty.
It wasn't dangerous.
You can't have too pretty and innocent because a guy's going to fall in love with her and then make a stink.
Yep.
And then you didn't want the ladies, the mothers of the town getting mad because their 15-year-old son went there. So then everything else. But the cops did their thing.
You
Everybody was
want like a solid 6 with a good attitude.
yes.
Higher than a 6, get out of here,
That's
bitch.
literally
You're
what
going
they
to
would
cause
say.
problems.
Yeah. If they saw a girl that was really
And
smart.
it was also a way that women back then made a lot of money.
Yeah.
It was one of the only ways they made money.
Yeah. And by the way,
Oldest profession in the world.
married rich men too. A lot of women.
Yeah.
If they were smart, they call it a courtesan.
Yep.
A courtesan is somebody with a mind for business, she's not just a horse, she's a courtesan. So she figures out a way to be that guy's regular. Then she says, I love you. They fall in love, whatever. He's like, she loves me, man. She doesn't even charge me.
But also, if you don't think this is going on right now, just in on Instagram, those
That's-
hot ass models
what?
you see.
Oh, you mean
and those guys get in their
OnlyFans?
DMs and they go, okay, fly me to Paris. You'll see this bitch in Paris. And she's taking a
What?
picture on the Eiffel Tower by herself. What do you call that?
Yeah.
That's no different than Diddy hiring these bitches to piss in their mouth. It's the exact same thing.
Hold on. Was there pissing in mouths?
Oh yeah.
Is this true?
Oh yeah.
I don't
What?
know.
Oh yeah.
Are you making that up?
No. You look in the case. You'd have multiple men would piss in their mouth.
What?
Yeah, dude.
What the fuck is going on?
A good time. What's wrong with you?
Wait a minute.
What's wrong with a little piss?
I mean,
We can't give golden showers without you judging.
Diddy allegedly made sex worker do shocking act in.
Sex worker says Diddy told him to urinate in Cassie's mouth. They do it all the time, dude. Who knows? It's body fluid.
Well, whatever's going on here was just dark shit. Good Lord. Now I want to
Oh,
see.
that's too much.
I want to see her texts, because her texts are like, you're like, I think they're gonna say this. So you did 4-day freak offs. You said you wanted to do them. How much money did you spend afterwards? There's gonna be all that stuff.
Oh, he
that
covered
goes
her mortgage. He covered her rent. Gave her spending money. She went on shopping sprees.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. However, this is just she's just corroborating for character assassination here, right? I don't think there's a criminal case.
She
with
already
that.
settled.
Right.
She already got paid.
Cassie recalled having horrible flashbacks when she's shooting a music video. Told her husband at home that you can do this without me. You don't need me here anymore.
That's not a good example, though.
I mean, I don't know. I look, man. It's the whole thing sucks.
And have you seen the one where she's having sex with Diddy and FaceTimed her husband?
What?
She has a husband?
And it has to be embarrassing for her because they asked her husband, who's just a plain white dude, good for him. But they asked her, they're like, you called your husband while in bed with Diddy? She was like, yep. And they're like, did you have sex with him after that? She goes, yep. You got to get hip to this court case before you bring this shit up.
You've been following this.
Not really.
Brendan and his rabbit holes. You
Oh,
know
Brendan.
he's fallen down it.
Well, there are a lot of people going down this rabbit hole. For me, I'm just kind of like in a wait and see mode, and it makes me feel bad about the whole thing. Like, it's just like, I don't like any of it, but
I don't play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
I do think she has to.
And the
I
stupid
think-
prize is getting pissed in your mouth.
Right. She has to take
But again,
some
you want to piss in my mouth
responsibility,
and
too.
I get a penthouse in Beverly Hills? Piss away, daddy.
But she's got kids and stuff and a husband. Like, this is
Well, now
bad
this
for
is
her.
years ago, B. You got to remember that. Their relationship was a long time ago. There he is.
Yeah.
Look at
She's
him. Good.
beautiful.
One for the boys. He fucking
He's
did
a
it,
cutie
dude.
pie, too.
He's all right. His eyes are cute. Take
It's
away
gotta
those
be tough
eyes,
for
he's a
him,
4.
man.
His eyes are cute.
It's got to be tough for him.
Take
It's
away
gotta
the
be
eyes,
tough.
he's a 4.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's got to be tough for her. I don't know.
For him? And
All of it
he has to
sucks.
hear all this shit?
Yeah. He's got some
But he's married to a fucking dime.
She's a
who's
dime piece.
clearly a freak. You think the freak off in her stops because Diddy's in prison?
She's very hot.
No, he's having his own freak offs. You don't think he's pissing in her mouth?
Hey.
Of course he
She's
is.
a mother.
That's her thing.
Quiet. No,
No,
it's
she
not
can
her
do
thing.
that.
It's not her thing.
But
Don't say
even if
that.
it is, there's some moms that like to piss in
That's
their
fine.
mouth.
That's fine. Yeah. All right.
I bet you'd be shocked.
I would be shocked. We'd all be shocked at how.
Oh, I wouldn't.
How crazy everybody is. Yeah.
I wouldn't.
But I don't know.
Pluto TV has all the shows and movies you love streaming for free. That means laughter is free with gut-busting comedies like The Neighborhood, Boomerang, and Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Bueller.
Mystery is free with countless cases to crack from Criminal Minds, Tracker, and Matlock.
I'm a lawyer, like the old TV show.
And thrills are free with heart-pumping hits like The Walking Dead and Pulp Fiction.
Correct the mundo.
Feel the free Pluto TV. Stream now, pay never.
I don't know.
I don't like what's going on here.
The problem is that I don't like Diddy and I don't think he's a good person in any way.
No,
at all.
I'm
I
still
think he's
waiting
horrible.
for the
I'm just
horrible
saying,
crime. I'm waiting for it
that's
to be
what
like,
I'm
we
saying.
found 200 kilos of cocaine. He's distributing it. He's running a crime organization.
He
then
blew
he's
up Kid
fucked.
Cudi's car.
Yes.
Like, show me the
Yes,
evidence.
he shot this guy in the back. That's what I'm waiting for the good shit.
Yeah.
I hope they find it. He's a bad person.
Yeah, but
I'm saying so far, I'm like, man, you guys are coming with some weak sauce.
That's what I'm saying.
Pissing a few girls' mouth. You better
Right
bring
now, what I'm getting from him is that he and her had orgies, right? And they got real crazy, and he paid dudes to come and have sex. He would watch that's his kink. That was her kink. Whatever was going on. And obviously, they had a very dysfunctional relationship.
Also,
that
don't feel
was
too bad for
abusive.
it. Go to how much money Cassie made from Diddy. See how much money did Cassie get from Diddy? See it right there.
That's a good question.
20 million.
That's a lot of
You
money.
guys still feel bad for her?
And another 10.
You still feel bad?
No. That's a lot of money.
You know what kind of beating I took for way less money in UFC?
You had your
She got her
lip
ass
split,
whipped. I got
broken
beat up
nose,
worse than her.
CTE.
I
everything.
got beat up way worse than her multiple times. I didn't get 30 mil.
That's a lot of money.
Granted, I signed up for it.
Yeah, she did too, in a way.
Uh,
I'm not saying
not
she
that
signed up
beating.
for that abuse.
No.
No. That I'm telling you, when I saw
you're a
that
bad guy.
beating, I was like, "You are that scumbag." So you lost everything. when
Casey
you did
tells
that.
Diddy trial she would give back the 20 million to redo it all over again. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
See, that
Piss in my
my
mouth.
thing, Bubba,
Kick me in the
is
stomach.
my thing is that you got to take responsibility for the condition you're in.
Yeah.
and you got to take responsibility
played a
for
role in
being in
this.
something for
You
8
played a role
years.
in
8
this.
years? Come on, you got to take responsibility.
You have access to money and shit.
You got to take responsibility. You're not just a victim. Take responsibility. Everybody has to take responsibility. That's my thing. It's like there's this narrative that she was a wilting flower and was under his spell and under. Well, you're an adult. You're an adult. You made a shitload of money, and it was a very abusive relationship. You have to, as a human being, say, "I'm out no matter what here." But that never happened until 8 years later. So, and people can say, you can talk about psychology all you fucking want. I'm saying as an individual, you have to take responsibility. Because on some level, you're on some level you're into it. On some level, you're working.
I mean, she was
something
18 when it started, which is you're not fully developed.
Yeah, it's
but then
fucked
once
up.
you hit about
still an
25, you
adult.
should know better.
But at 18, you're a legal adult. Otherwise, make
That's what the government says,
Make
but
the
they're
legal
not.
age 25. Then, right?
Yeah.
We hold people. If you killed somebody at 18, you go to jail forever. You can vote. So,
What else you got?
Okay. So UFC Vegas 106 Fight Night had the main event canceled.
Co-main
not
event.
Cam.
Co-main event.
Co-main event, sorry, because somebody had a little herpes outbreak.
that sucks for him.
So
That's a bummer. What, he couldn't fight because it was just too painful or something?
So apparently it was like right before the fight, they came in and said,
But I trained with a bunch of guys. They get herpes, all cold sores on your mouth, or they would get it on their heads. Oh. So it can be all over. It's not like just on your wiener.
Right.
It was described as herpes. That's what they're thinking it was. But yeah, the co-main event got canceled. They've already rescheduled it, I believe, for a date later in June.
He's got a crazy guard, huh, Paul Craig?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but when people think of herpes, they think of just the dots on your wiener, but it can be on your mouth, it can be on your forehead.
can
The
even be on
breakouts can. Some guys don't have it sexually on their wieners; they just have it on their mouth.
Mm-hmm.
You take the same medicine for both.
Still sexually if you have it on your mouth though. Eating a girl out. And
No, you can get. Well, that's
No,
one
'cause
way
I
to
got
get
it. No, I got a cold sore when I was fucking
That's herpes.
8, 9 or whatever.
Yeah, my
it was.
kids get cold sores. Wrestlers get it. It's not sexually transmitted.
Yeah, I know.
Does it have something to do with chicken pox? No, that's shingles. Shingles is
Shingles,
that one.
yeah.
So yeah, that wasn't too great.
HPV or something.
Not a way you want to miss a fight.
No.
I'll tell the UFC. Just tell them the staff, huh?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
going to say.
as soon as
can
you say
not
herpes,
Dude,
Yeah,
do
why
me a
do-
solid.
that's
Can you
what I'm
not say
saying.
herpes?
Yeah.
I'm single. What are you doing? What are you doing? Can you say staff?
Right.
Just chalk it up as staff. Either way, I'm missing the fight.
Right. Just say
You have to say I have
staph.
herpes all over my wiener.
Herpes. Come on, dude.
Which one's that?
This one, yeah.
Adrius Taylor. Okay. You can.
So, okay, guys. Former linebacker Adrius Taylor decided to leave his 6-year-old kid in the car when he went off to meet a prostitute who had happened to be an undercover cop.
He's fucked.
Dude.
And
You can't leave your 6-year-old in the fucking car.
who does that? To go like
Dum-dums.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, because he's a dummy.
So I guess he responded to like a fake online ad promising escort services for cash, and he drove there with his kid. and left the kid while talking to the undercover deputy about what he was going to pay for.
That's so bad.
Yeah. So, and there's video of it apparently. So, not great.
I don't want to watch it.
No, we're not going to watch it.
That's terrible. How old? He's 6?
Yeah. I just don't know what you're thinking.
There, man. Yeah, bro. That's
So,
what, I don't care about the hooker stuff.
And then
Yeah,
it
the hooker
says-
stuff's whatever.
God bless.
Leaving the kid in the car. It's in Florida.
It says the child has significant medical conditions and leaving him unattended was neglectful and dangerous. So it seems like maybe he can't be left alone. So he figured he would just take him with him. But it's just gross to me.
I want to go because about this. Remember what? I watched that Liver King documentary.
I didn't see it all. I fell asleep. Did you see us in it?
Yeah, very very briefly, but
Yeah, but you see us?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He was so he talks about how he was selling drugs and then counterfeiting money.
Excuse me? Liver
Yeah.
King was?
Yeah.
When he was in here?
No, when in the
Back in the
thing
day?
he goes, I haven't said this before, but I started. I was working at GNC, and I realized when people were to return the stuff, we had to give them their money back. So he started like taking the receipts, going to other GNCs and getting the money.
Okay.
So he started doing that, and he started running that scam.
He's like a young broke kid or what? Or is he a
Yeah,
grown
and then
man?
he started I guess dealing drugs.
Like steroids and stuff?
No, like drugs.
Drug? Did he say what kind?
This is according to him, everything.
Okay.
And then and he got successful at that. Then he started counterfeiting money. Like that's punishable by a lot of time.
Okay. He never got caught.
He was making a lot of it. Nope. He was getting really good at that because he was printing receipts, so he figured he learned how to do it with dollars.
Okay.
And then what's interesting is that he's like sitting there talking about how his kids couldn't breathe and they would always go into shock and he had to take them to the hospital.
Like yours?
No, but this was like, this is like, then they changed their diet and they lost. And then you hear the people that were running his business and they were like, we don't know what to believe. None of it makes any sense. It's like, no, I don't, there's no evidence. Doesn't seem like you or your kids were that
This is the
sick.
same staff that thought he was natty too, though.
Well, the staff knew. Everybody fucking knew. Anybody who knew didn't think he was completely fucking. But it's just interesting to hear, like, all of a sudden you're like, man, there's a lot of stuff you say that doesn't seem to pan out. And I got from that documentary that he's very good. He seems to be very comfortable in
Dark arts?
stretching the truth in one way or another. Which was.
Like, so you feel
what I got
different
from-
about him now?
Sorry?
You feel different about him? Mm-hmm. Oh, you do?
But I always knew. I was like, so if you're doing steroids and making a lot of money on your supplements, and then anybody who thinks that he wasn't doing steroids, that's hilarious. He's a marketing guy.
That's on you.
It was kind of a genius thing.
Yeah,
Liver
that's on
King.
you.
Yeah, and there's a lot about that. That was, it's just that when you see that, then you start to realize that the whole primal diet thing, and I became that because my kids were constantly going to the hospital because they couldn't breathe. And you go, and then they.
Oh, you're saying the whole theme's.
And you're
the
like, no.
The whole thing's about him.
Yeah, I don't buy it. I think everything you
Like
say.
the whole foundation.
The whole foundation. When you see that he made his money by his own accord, he even said counterfeiting, scamming the company he was
that
working
did make
for.
me feel good.
Selling drugs. It's like there's a habit of doing whatever it takes to get that money.
Because he
And I
said,
just don't buy
it was from dentist offices, right? That's how he made his fortune.
Sure, whatever. But then you see it and you're like, interesting. Okay.
That's not good.
Yeah.
I'll finish that doc now. That ain't.
Yeah, it was interesting.
But real quick about his staff, when they came in here, remember, like, we all thought he
was
Liver
great.
King was awesome. Yeah, he was like super sweet to all of
Well,
us.
I like that look, here's what I'll say about the guy, to interrupt, because he's a good family man. He loves his boys.
Yeah.
His boys love him. He loves his wife. I'm not saying the guy's a bad guy. I'm not saying he's the enemy. I don't want to go bad on him. We didn't go bad on him. Even when I found out he was doing steroids, I think I texted him or I DM'd him. I was like, keep your head up. It's a tough time. But anybody, again, like, we weren't even that mad about it because we knew he was doing steroids. Anybody who doesn't
I
is
didn't give a
naive.
fuck.
Yeah.
But as far as his staff, though, honestly, when his staff came in, I would talk to him on the side too. The staff, a few members of staff, and they were just like, "I can't believe it. Yeah, this is the best experience ever." I don't think they knew they're not super into like knowing when someone's on steroids, even though we all kind of.
I legit don't think they thought.
Yeah, they were just working for someone that they're happy to work for. That's how.
And they're not in that world,
I think they were probably like us, where they were like, all right. He's selling. His message is overall good. Like
I genuinely believe they thought he was all natty.
yeah. Now, by the way, he's not. He's no longer carnivore. You know.
What is he? He just eats whatever.
No, now he eats a lot of fruits and vegetables that he grows.
But
I forgot
he's
about
not
that
eating
part.
bread and shit.
No, he's like fucking healthy. He's still, he still
that's
eats
fine.
well.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
So this one's weird, guys. Candace Owen had Harvey Weinstein on her show.
She's been doing a deep dive on him for a while.
Yeah, and now he's
There's definitely
coming
some
out.
weird shit with this.
He's saying he's completely innocent. He swears to God. So we can play the video. I'm the.
Love to see this.
Commit these crimes. I swear that before God and the people watching now and on my family. The people who support me are scared to talk. They are frightened to death that they're going to be canceled.
What I always found to be problematic about the Me Too movement from the beginning, we're conflating he made a pass at me and I didn't like it with rape.
It's a complete fabrication about my relationship with Gwyneth. I didn't put my hand on her. I didn't touch her. I definitely made a pass. Ashley Judd's claims are ridiculous. I settled with Rose McGowan. I gave her $100,000. Don't tell my wife. Don't get me in trouble. It's all conflated, and it's all led to the idea that I am going to be the one they persecute.
Just so you know,
Yeah.
he's a total scumbag.
Yeah.
And as somebody who has very complicated feelings about the Me Too movement, that guy's a fucking scumbag. And I happen to know that because my girlfriend, somebody I love very much, who I dated for many years, was the first person to come out against him. I remember.
Talking about PJ?
I'm talking about this fucking guy
Who came out
Harvey
against him,
Weinstein.
PJ?
No,
Patty?
no, my friend Catherine. She was first person to come out, and she said, I remember her telling me the story about Harvey Weinstein, long time ago, before any Me Too shit. I'm talking about, I think it was probably in 2007 or even earlier. So,
And you didn't speak up.
but not only that, let me tell you about Harvey Weinstein, just as somebody who's in the business. I also knew about the girls like Salma Hayek, who talked about it, Gwyneth Paltrow, a couple other girls I won't mention because I know that they actually signed that deal with the devil. And I know about it because I remember that they were talking about it. I remember she was talking about it to them way back. So not only that about Harvey Weinstein, not only that about that guy, I also have friends who had direct business relationships with him. And I said, how's that business relationship going? And you know what they said? They were like, he just fucking lies. The guy just fucking lies. Like, he'll say one thing and then it's just a lie. I also know that he ruined people's careers. I'm going to keep going with this fucking piece of shit.
Go.
So he fucking took, who's the girl who won an Oscar? Mira Sorvino. He ruined her career. He called everybody in Hollywood and he said, do not hire her. And if you do, you'll never do business with me. So it ruined her fucking career. Frank Grillo, my buddy, did a movie with her like 20 years later. After she won an Oscar, she never worked again. It destroyed her. That piece of shit, let me keep going. My father, when he was working at AMBAC, when he was running AMBAC, had to deal with this dude. He didn't know anything about him before this. This was when he was a big mogul, right? And he was looking to borrow money from AMBAC. And my father was the guy who would okay that. And he found out I was an actor. And he said, I hear your son is an actor in Hollywood. That's very interesting. And then a friend of mine who's a big director said, do not tell him your son's an actor because he will get vindictive and ruin his career. That guy, that piece of shit is the worst human being on the planet. So some people deserve to be Me Too'd because it's true. And when you have that many women coming out with the same exact story, which is give me a massage. I'll come on. So you remember Anthony Bourdain's wife, girlfriend? Remember that girl? What's her name? She got Me Too for fucking around with a 17-year-old after she was like the leader. She's a complete fucking fraud piece of shit.
Yep.
She made a short film about a producer before 2017, and it's give me a massage, and then he attacks her. There's a short film that I saw. She goes, this was the film I made about that fucking guy. So the evidence for him was so overwhelming. I'm sorry, but Candace is off on this. The evidence is way overwhelming, man, with this guy. Now, let me do a caveat. He made passes. He chased girls around couches. He got naked. Did he rape somebody? Very different. You understand?
But that's what he's saying.
That's right.
man.
That's a very different thing.
So you're arguing that he's a bad guy and made all these passes and
Yeah,
ruined
very bad
people's
guy.
career.
Yes.
He's arguing he never raped anybody.
That's a different story.
And the facts back it up.
That's right. That's right.
So-
Again, now we're
so-
back to like real facts, right? As much as I hate that guy, and he's a bad guy, if you're talking about rape,
And if you listen to Candace Owens' interview, she goes through the testimony of the 3 girls, the main ones that against him, and their story has changed 6 different times.
that's the same thing with Danny Masterson, who's now in jail
His
for
is even
40
worse.
years.
His is going to get appealed. Though.
Appealed. Well, somebody I know who works with innocent people saw
His is
it
bad.
and said, "Holy fuck! These women changed their story 6
Yep.
times." And the reason you change a story in that case, according to him, and the appeal is, if you can get somebody, if they're convicted in a criminal trial, you almost always win a civil trial after that, because the barrier for proof is much lower.
Way lower.
So the minute lawyers see you once you're in jail for actually convicted of forcible rape, whatever it is, you're really done. You're really done. So
Yeah, I don't see Harvey getting out, but we'll see.
no, he's got other charges.
He's just too many.
Yeah.
It's like 60 women against him.
Yeah, he's also got like leukemia or some shit, some kind of a cancer.
He looks terrible.
Yeah, interesting.
Here's just a funny one. Let's bring a funny one in. So this Timberwolves fan got caught having a little too much fun in his seat at one of the last games. That's it.
Is it?
Yeah, just the comments are what I love.
Oh no,
Taking a bump
oh
on the
no,
Jumbotron.
oh no, he didn't. Oh, dude,
Someone
Maybe
wrote
some devil's
nosebleed seats means something different
This
to him,
is
I guess.
fucking snowing up.
Let
in
me see, Jen.
Minnesota. Ah!
Yes.
What's up, y'all?
Yes.
Come on now.
So bad.
Hey, Jumbotron guy, figure it out, dude.
Goes. Come on now.
I bet he was like, no, that was snuff. It was like it was tobacco.
Dude spent $250 on a playoff ticket and $100 on a gram. I respect it.
That's hilarious.
Like, how do you?
What
why
a
are
white
you
way
doing
to
that?
take a bump.
What a white way to take a bump. Wait, go on. Relax, y'all. It's snuff, powder tobacco. I can tell by how he's tapping it out. Might be true.
What?
What is powdered tobacco?
So you
Snuff?
it's called snuff. You
You actually literally snort
yeah,
it?
you snuff it because
Oh, I didn't know.
you get the same nicotine kick.
Oh, okay.
So that's what people used to always do. They would snuff it.
Oh,
Goes right into your bloodstream.
wow. And then
That's hilarious.
we'll do one last one for you guys.
Sure.
Let's do this one.
Playboy Mansion.
So the Playboy Mansion has finally been renovated, guys. So if you
The
remember,
place is so old and run down.
exactly. You can play the video if you want. Hugh Hefner sold it to this billionaire. The only caveat was he gets to stay till he dies, and he died there. And now this billionaire's put so much money into this that it's a brand new place,
Looks
and now he
sick.
gets to enjoy it.
God, that is a fine piece of land.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's a fine piece of
Good
land.
Lord.
Do you remember they said they had found like a weird STD down in the grotto or something?
Yeah, it's all
Yeah,
hype.
yeah, probably some good times there. They used to have fights there, Playboy Mansion. Strike Force did.
Really?
Yep. Damn, that's a big ass crib. How much did the guy buy it for? Did it say?
By the way, how about Biden, who's got prostate cancer that's metastasized to his bones?
What does that mean, bro?
So it's spread
fucked.
to his bones, right?
which
so
is,
he's going to
they
die.
can't get rid of it.
But here's the thing.
He's had it for a while.
Yeah, and they've hidden
They
it.
knew it. Yeah,
they knew
they
it.
knew it.
And so they were trying to get a guy reelected who probably wouldn't have been able to.
Because they knew
finish his
he'd
term.
die and then Kamala would take over. That's all they're trying to do.
Well, also that he wasn't cognitively there.
No.
Everyone knew it. Everyone knew it. Every mainstream media person knew it. They all kept their mouths shut on the left because they didn't want Trump in there. And they also wanted to keep their jobs. So everybody around him in the administration, Karine Jean-Pierre, and all of those fucking people were lying. Every one of them was lying.
It was terrible.
It's a scandal, dude.
Yeah,
it's
not
a
good.
real scandal. And you want to have you want credibility? Oh,
That's why the
okay.
Democrats are kind of fucked.
Oh my God, they're
Like
so
the more this comes out, God, what a bad bunch of
What a bad bunch of people. What a bunch of shitheads.
Like,
and by the way,
necessary.
every time they would start asking questions about Biden, his crime, the Biden crime family, Hunter Biden, the corruption with his brother, what would they do? Indict Donald Trump for more shit. And the mainstream media would go along with it. So you want to do that, okay? And you wonder why you've lost all credibility?
It's crazy it didn't work out for him.
How interesting.
With all the shit. But isn't it crazy it didn't work?
With Oprah.
All that shit.
Beyonce, with all the biggest stars in the
Taylor
world.
Swift, all of them.
All of those fucking people who don't live in the real world.
Weird?
It's great.
I can't believe it didn't work out for him.
The American people are like, hey, fuck you guys. I don't believe you. They didn't buy it. You're trying to indict Trump on every fucking trumped up charge. People were like, nah, it's okay. Love it. People had enough.
I love that Trump's son, what's his name? The tall one?
Oh,
Barron?
Barron's the best.
When he shook his hand, he goes, it's on now.
I love that.
Because he tried tossing his dad in prison.
Yeah,
he shook
a lip
his hand.
reader said that.
Yeah, and he goes, it's on now. And he was like, my dad's going to do Rogan, Theo, Schultze, watch
And his mom
motherfucker.
said, be nice. Taller than everybody. Maybe he didn't.
That's what people are saying.
That's not it. So that's
it's on now. Is that the quote?
Yeah, man. So that's at the inauguration of when Biden took over for Trump. He did it recently.
Oh, I got you.
Yes.
Let's see. Well, no, because he was younger then. But that.
Had a quick conversation. That's 17 weeks ago. Where's this at? You sure, man?
Yeah, I'm sure.
What did Trump? Let's see this. What did
There
Barron?
you go.
You're done, it says. Hold on, let me get this ad blocker out.
I hope.
Yeah, man, he tried throwing his dad in fucking prison. He's 18 or however old he is. He's going to be pissed. But to do that, dude, think about the fucking audacity to go to the president and go, you're done now.
If
or
he
it's
said it.
on now.
If he said it.
Wild theories
You're done.
erupted online, with many claiming Barron muttered a sharp "You're done" to Joe Biden.
Gangster.
Let's see. But forensic lip reader
Could have
Jeremy.
been, hi, how are you?
French-
You know, hello. Could have been that too. It would look very quick. Hello. That's the one. Go back to that.
We can't play that though.
Biden just looks out of it. He could have said, fuck off. And Biden's like, very
It's good to see you, man. Biden apparently told Barron Trump. Exactly. Barron Trump told Biden.
Yeah, so no one knows. There's lip readers guessing.
Yeah.
But that would
By
be
the way,
nice
I like the rumor. I don't think it's
Isn't it
true,
great?
but I like it.
It's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
That's
I'll
true.
take it.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. You're done.
Oh, there's a cool picture of Bryan and his wife.
Dude.
Okay.
You know, like, please, sir.
Let's take a break, dude, because today's episode of Fire and Kid is brought to you by Viva Zen.
Yeah.
Sometimes when the day winds down, your body's still wired up. Grabbing a drink is always the best solution, especially if you want to stay sharp. Viva Zen Relax Unwind Shot is plant-based to decompress using kava, GABA, and calming herbs.
Other common
yes,
herbs,
dude,
yeah.
without alcohol. You don't need all that or heavy sedatives, next day grogginess. Forget all that. All right.
Viva Zen has
Listen,
been
when you're ready to
trusted-
wind down, this
Yep.
is your go-to, buddy.
Yep. I guess it's been trusted by, they've got over 600 million servings sold. What? Every batch is independently lab tested for quality and consistency.
Dude, let the fans try a free 3-pack.
There you go. Give them a 3-pack.
Just
see what
cover
happens.
shipping. Click on the link in the description. And all you have to do is cover the shipping. It's super cheap, and experience the difference for yourself.
Let us know. Let's take a little break. This podcast brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You choose to hit play on this podcast, they smart choice. Let me tell you something. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called the Auto Quote Explorer. That allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies. So you save time on the research and you can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you. So give it a try after this episode at progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Okay, guys, you hear about this prison break in New Orleans?
Yeah.
10 people got away.
Yes.
5 have been caught. 5 are still on the
jail
run.
worker arrested. Yep.
Yes, they did arrest a jail worker who believes helped them, apparently having something to do with like turning the water off.
Yeah.
So that they had to evacuate.
Yeah, I don't know how.
What city was this in? It's in the South?
Iberville.
What else?
Iberville. It's in New Orleans, but
So in New Orleans?
yeah. What's the right way to say that? By the way,
They're all kind of
New
captured.
Orleans. New Orleans.
Okay, guys.
Oh, wow.
Not even sure.
Yeah, they found one guy hiding under a car.
They'll get him.
Like,
yeah, it's just a matter of time.
I mean,
wow. Okay.
How does this even happen? They're just running out the front door. Look, and if you scroll down,
well, it looks like they think
someone
long
wrote
term.
too easy.
Too easy. LOL. And he misspelled 2. Whatever.
Yeah.
What? They did?
It should be 2 O's.
Wait,
I said
those guys
0.
misspelled something?
It's just. And if you scroll down all the way, you'll see all the guys who got out.
So bad.
Huh.
Yeah, there it is.
Brendan.
There it is.
Brendan.
There it is. Brendan.
Huh.
What? It's New Orleans.
It's New Orleans, man. If you have a Hellcat, I'd keep my head on a swivel.
Antoine Macy he seems a little too old to have tattoos all over his face.
Yeah.
So there's
Well, I mean, he could have had it when he was young, and then just grew up.
Or you got him in prison.
Yeah, I'm sure childhood, home life wasn't great. I'm sure there weren't 2 parents in the household as usual, which is one of the biggest problems with antisocial behavior, fatherlessness.
Hey, man, pipe down. Let's go and catch these guys.
What's that?
Let's catch these guys.
They'll catch
You can't have it. Yeah, they'll get them.
They'll catch them. I have.
It's a nightmare when you're on a run.
I have a feeling
Nightmare.
they're not super. They don't have a lot of resources.
So that's my question. What would you two do? You broke out of prison.
We would get caught so fast because you have to.
Yeah, where do you go?
You go to the people you know because you have to eat.
But they check there. Don't listen to him.
No, I'm saying
the
that's
first
what
place.
happens.
That's the first place they're going to
That's what I'm
check.
saying.
They're going to
That's
make
how
sure.
they catch 'em.
No, like when the guys accept that Danorama, what Danorama up there in New Jersey, like near the border.
Yeah.
They were outside for like 2 weeks, but they were fucked.
Oh, yeah.
Because with all the
Can't live in that
elements and
forest
the
and
weather, they're in the mountains.
You know, one of the things,
There's not
the
much
way they
you can
catch
do.
drug lords or they catch like big time people on the run, you know, the first thing they look for? A mistress.
Oh.
They always look for the girl and then they fought.
Because they're going to contact the girl.
That's how they caught El Chapo pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, a lot more than that. But
Yeah, but, you know, it was really through a woman.
Alrighty.
They'll catch those guys, though. Their life's miserable right now.
Okay. So this is in Houston, Texas. These people, one of the car is a couple, and one of their cars broke down, so then they towed it on the freeway. And I'll show you how this ended up turning out.
It's a towing debacle that had fellow drivers trying to steer clear.
So see, they did a tow hitch with the rope or whatever to the back of the other car.
What in the world is he doing? The unbelievable video.
And they just kept going on and on and on.
Near Ella. ABC 13's Jessica Willie is live after talk.
Look at this. Look at this, how ridiculously stupid this is.
Is that because the car's doing that or because...
It wasn't good.
There's two, I think there's at least 2 people in that car that's being towed. That's trying to They're just trying to tow it back to like home.
Oh, and okay.
Police chases.
But it's just so stupid.
But in other words,
God damn it.
they didn't realize that their car was doing that.
No, they realize it. It's so obvious.
They're just stupid as shit.
Yeah, and they just kept going on and on. Look, even through the freaking.
They realized the SUV was towing this.
Look at this shit.
So dumb.
He's just trying to like correct the.
Got more reckless. Chida says what's
Oh, come on! Like, how do you not notice your car's being the
car? A woman behind the wheel in the SUV.
I gotta see who's behind the wheel because she's so fucking
That
dumb.
was very, very reckless, and that was very dangerous.
Don't do that!
And illegal. At the very least, an officer tells ABC 13 a violation for failing to maintain a single lane of traffic.
You are such a fucking retard.
Here's the car.
Thankfully, yeah, no one got hurt. But
Who can we see who the people
they
are?
didn't show the pictures. But so the woman that was driving the truck towing it, she was not arrested. But the guy that was
in the
trying to like correct himself, he got arrested because he had
Wait,
warrants out for
so
his
the
arrest.
guy in the car.
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah, that guy's fucked.
Yeah, well, he's also a complete.
The biggest thing is the gas price in the background. $2.50 in Houston.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's Texas.
That's amazing.
That's Texas, baby.
Oh, that's incredible.
Wow, that's hilarious. Oh,
And
boy.
this will be the last one for
Yeah, poop.
So this person, and this is I'm pretty sure this is in Woodland Hills. This is our area. So she pooped and peed. An Amazon driver pooped and peed in people's yards 2 times.
This is at Tiger's friend's house.
No, it's
The driver is caught on camera relieving.
It's a girl.
Yeah, the dad's a coach in the league.
You're lying.
Promise.
Their packages.
I mean, can we do this then or no?
Yeah.
Woodland Hill.
Relieved.
But I mean, like, what the hell?
But certainly.
When you got a shit, you got a shit.
See this.
2 times the same day in people's properties.
She might have some kind of condition.
Widest.
But did she just buy that Amazon gear, or
No, she's an actual. She got released by.
They're saying when you gotta go on delivery.
They're saying she got relieved by Amazon as a joke, obviously.
And she was caught in the act twice. A delivery driver for Amazon can't seem to hold it in.
So, Brian, do you think this is a sexual thing, or is it more like just?
No, I
she's out
think
of
she's
her
about to shit her
mind?
pants. Why not go to a fucking Red Robin or something, or Starbucks?
I don't
She might
know.
not have been able to
Smelly
wait.
surprise.
But 2 times, Brian.
Twice?
She might have had a
Does number
Biba.
1 and number 2 before pulling up her shorts and walks away.
Dude, cleaning up human shit's a different level.
Well, she's also not able to wipe her shitter.
Yeah,
That's the mom of the. I see that mom every week.
No way, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, we can't say that then on
Yeah,
it.
you can.
All right, fine.
Do you?
Yes. Yeah, the dad's a coach.
Wow.
Did he come to the game and say, "Hey guys, guess what happened"?
No, Tiger told me, and then
And you were probably like, "Tiger, are you sure?"
no, I mean it's not like the Amazon lays shit on his porch.
Oh, man. That is wild, though. I mean, I don't get it.
Yeah, they still do good work.
Sometimes you want to leave your mark. The good news is I'm in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
Bricktown?
And Tulsa, Oklahoma, yes. And San Diego. Yep, Bricktown. May 30th and then May 31st, Tulsa, then San Diego. I got stuff in actually in July I got to put up too.
Can you drive there? Can you from Austin to Oklahoma?
Yeah, from, I don't know.
How far of a drive is that, Chin?
I'll look right now.
Austin, Oklahoma City?
I would imagine it's far.
Is it? Well, Texas is so fucking big.
Oh, dude.
I always think because they're close to each other.
Oh my, that's too much for me.
Way too far.
6 hours, basically.
Yeah, because we're dead in the heart of Texas, there in the middle. Yeah, it's an hour flight. Yeah, all right. But you can drive from OKC to Tulsa, right?
Done it. I've done it.
He'll find a helicopter.
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy.
Hour 30? Yeah, you can do that.
Not bad. Ain't bad.
All right, dudes, go see Bryan in Brickstown, Comedy
sir.
Club, OKC, Tulsa coming up. Drive Fast, All Gas, giving away 2024 TRX Final Edition with over 50,000 buckaroos and mods. This thing's loaded, and the winner will get $10,000 cash. All you got to do is go to drivefastallgas.com. We got new Memorial Day merch dropping. We got Diesel Dad merch dropping for Father's Day, so go to drivefastallgas.com. Anything you buy automatically enters you to win. Good luck, y'all. This is the Fighter and Kid. We're out.
Well, let's talk a little bit about sexual performance booster.
Dude,
without
you're
drugs.
an expert in wieners.
Look, you want to boost your nitric oxide. Blood flow is what it's about. If you want a strong wiener, you need good blood flow. What promotes blood flow? Joy Mode. Why? Because they have all natural supplements that enhance blood flow.
Wait, I won't get all the nasty side effects like I do if I get a prescription or if I go to the gas station, get Rhino 50,000.
No, because guess what? With the daily use of true Joy Mode, you get healthier blood vessels, which boost heart health, enhance your athletic performance. Expertly formulated and backed by science, it's proven to improve erectile function by 50% in just 60 days. Now, let me give you a little story. I was told by my doctor to take 5 milligrams of Cialis every day. I was like, I'm not doing that. It's not for, but it just increases, it dilates your blood vessels. Guess what? This stuff, you just take a pack with water, feel the effects within 45 minutes. You can take control with Joy Mode.
All natural, dude. Start a subscription, you get up to 30% off. All right, 30% off.
30%.
So if you're looking to take your wiener game to the next level, visit tryjoymode.com. Use the code FIGHTER at checkout for 20% off single purchases if you just want to try it out. Or if you want the subscription, you get 30% off. That's TRYJOY mode.com. Use the code FIGHTER for 20% off single purchases, 30% off subscription orders. Your wiener will thank you.
Damn.